welcome to my channel. My name is Ryan and I'm the mama behind Mama's Got a Budget, so thank you so much for finding me. Today I wanted to do a kind of introduction video as to who I am, what I'm doing here, what I'm going to be talking about, and how we're going to do it. You know, the who, what, when, where, why, how, all that stuff. So, if you are into budgeting, lifestyle, finance, money talk, things like that. Why is my phone going off? It's out now. Sorry. Then this is the channel for you. So, like I said, wait. Hold on. I'm not prepared with anything. So like I said, my name is Ryan and thank you so much for finding my channel. I wanted to make this YouTube channel to focus on budgeting mostly, but finance and budgeting and finance kind of the same thing, but also as like a lifestyle channel. So I have been obsessed recently with watching cash envelope stuffing videos on YouTube. Am I in focus? Let me get a little closer. With watching cash stuffing videos on YouTube. So I thought, like, I can do that. Like, I need to do that. Not only should I do that, I need to do that because I am one swipe happy child. Let me tell you. I'm not a child, but girl, let me tell you. So I am starting off this cash-based journey, right, for 2019. I've never done anything like this before. I've only had like loose budgets to stick to pretty much for all of my adult life. So I don't know what it's really like to have like a set budget like this. So I wanted to make this channel so that I can have some accountability, A, and so B, we can learn together. I want to be cash-based. I want to be, if possible, zero-based cash budgeting. And we'll get to what that is in a second, but I am pumped to start. I was going to start January 2019, but I was like, you know what? I'm forever procrastinating and waiting for the perfect moment and the perfect time, the perfect setup, the perfect everything. I'm like, Ryan, it's going to be the same thing, same money, going to the same accounts, and you got the same bills. Why not start now? A year from now, you would have wished that you started today. You know that quote? So that's how I'm feeling right now. So I decided to start. Today's December 1st, so we're jumping right in. Like I said, I work in, I don't know if I said this. I went to school for accounting and finance. I am currently working heavily in finance. I'm a financial manager for 6 pathology groups at my job. So we crank them out. They call me, like I literally just got an email from a doc right now. I'm not replying, but like that's the way it goes, asking for like advice on their Roth, their 401k, different investments, their budgets, their projections, their trends. So I have to analyze all this data. I went to school, got into all this debt from going into school to learn about this, but I wasn't applying any of this to my lifestyle. So I decided that something needed to change, and that something is becoming more conscious about where my money is going, where I'm spending it, how I'm spending it. I do want to come on here every time I get paid, which is twice a month. I get paid on the 15th and the last business day. And then I want to come in between there, kind of like a check-in, or do videos if you guys are interested about like credit and other, you know, financial steps. Like, we're just going to talk money together. We're just going to be, this is going to be like a money talk channel. So what else did I want to tell you guys? So let me tell you a little bit about me, right? My situation. I'm a single mom with 1 son. I live at home still with my mom, so we kind of split the bills. And I did go to college, so I have debt, kind of like that. My income goes toward a lot of bills that I currently have. Only a few are pads. I have 3 major debts, which are school, college, and credit card. Credit card is not as big as it used to be at all, and I'm thankful for that. But those are my 3 biggest debts. I was formerly just a person who would just swipe my debit card and not care. And I mean, I would care, but I wouldn't be conscious of the money that I was spending. So I wanted to start this channel again to be more conscious and be more self-aware. So my setup for right now is, since I've been obsessed with watching cash stuffing envelopes, right? Some of them are just like, you're just seeing them count the money, which is cool. Some of them you're seeing them face to face and they're explaining what they're doing, and you kind of see their table kind of like in the foreground, right? I wanted to combine both of those. So I wanted to be able to make eye contact with you guys while I'm explaining, so you're seeing what I'm doing as well. So I have, hopefully this isn't too crazy, but I can cut to the clip right now. I have two cameras going. I have the camera that I'm looking in, speaking to you guys, and the camera that I have pointing downward at my budget planner, which we're going to get into in a second. So I wanted to be able to kind of have that all around feel, something familiar with budget videos but different at the same time. So let me know how you guys like the setup, if there's too much going on, if it's too confusing, or if you enjoy it this way. Let me know. So that's my situation. I wanted to make a disclaimer. I am not an expert. I am in the professional field of finance, but I am no one's professional, if that makes sense. So what works for me may not work for you. I'm pretty sure it won't work for you. All budgets, all situations are completely different. We may have, just like me, I'm a single mom with one son. Someone may be a single mom with 3 kids. Someone may be a widow. They may be married. They may be well off. Someone may be a stay-at-home mom where their husband's a doctor, or their husband may have just gotten laid off. She's an entrepreneur. She's, living at home. She's a college student. All of these factors play into your budget and play into your bottom line. So please don't take what I do and think that it's going to work for you if you just copy and paste it into your life. I'm just showing you what I'm doing, what works for me, what's holding me accountable, and maybe you can tweak what I'm doing to fit in your life, if that makes sense. So we're going to jump into my budget planner. I decided that I wanted to show you guys in this introductory video because you will be seeing it in all the videos to follow. This is going to be my Bible for 2019. So I'm super excited. I made it all myself. It was a DIY project. I took like a day to do, coming up with different layouts, but I love it because it's tailored to me. It's tailored to my lifestyle, what I need right now. So we're going to walk through. You can take a look up here on the screen. Well, not really up here, but so if you see me looking to the side, it's because I'm looking in the viewfinder to make sure I'm in focus still, because it's not autofocus, this lens I have on right now, that I'm still recording, and that the camera didn't cut off. Kind of important things. If you see me looking up here, it's because I'm looking in this viewfinder for those exact same reasons. So just excuse me if I'm looking all over the place, kind of, but let's get into it. So this is my budget planner. I made everything inside, and it's kind of like a Franken planner from Happy Planner. I mean, obviously didn't make the rings, and then I did order the cover from a girl, I forget her name, but I'll link it down below. But it's like a super sturdy cover, like, girl, it's not going nowhere. I love it. She makes awesome quality stuff. So this is my name. My name is Ryan, but you spell it R-Y-A-N-N-E. Just Ryan, not Ryan, not Ryan, not Ryan, not Renee, nothing. It's just Ryan, okay? Just Ryan. So, we open it up. We have this quote page here that I love. This is my favorite quote, and since 2014, maybe I've had this. Was my first Happy Planner. I've put it in every Happy Planner, and it's never left. She turned her can'ts into cans and her dreams into plans. That's what I'm all about, especially for this year. Full steam ahead. I was going to start this in January, but I was like, you know what? Let's stop procrastinating. Let's start now, And also this can be kind of like a test month, just to like dip my feet into, because I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just doing this. We're gonna learn together. What is going on my phone? We're gonna be learning together. I wanted to jump right in. So the first tab I have is budget. I have 4 of them. I have budget, calendar, tracking, and notes. So my first divider is budget, and these are all my bills. As you can see, it's a long list. I'm going to split this up into probably 3 videos. So we'll dive deeper into this. So I apologize for spamming you, number one, and I apologize for me showing up in the next 3 videos with the same shirt. Like, let's be honest, I'm just going to sit here and bulk film and whatever and not come out. So these are my bills right here. There's a lot of them, so it's worthy of a channel just for my bills. Like, my bills need a home. Then I made a list of my sinking fund categories. If you don't know what sinking fund is, it's kind of like you're accruing money for something but you're not paying the bill right away. So it's kind of like a nest egg for things that you expect to come up or that you're planning for, but you're not. Like, for example, here it says vacation/travel. I'll be saving for it, but I'm not actually booking the flight and the hotel and taking the trip and paying for it. You know what I mean? We're just kind of funding this pit. It's not really a sinking pit, but we're just like funding this pot of money that when it comes time where we want to take that vacation, we're like, here you go. You know what I mean? So you have it all paid for, but we'll go deeper in that in the next video. Next one, I have cash envelopes, which is different because sinking funds, you could be funding it every paycheck, but you're not dipping into it every paycheck. Cash envelopes are something that you physically dip into every paycheck, like coffee, like toiletries, like your spending money, things like that. Things that you physically have to dip into. So I want to separate them out. So I have a list here. And then we just have like a couple of those pages. Then the calendar. I have a count, like a year at a glance for 2019. I'm sorry, this is Cricket. We got, let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, so we got the year at a glance for 2019, where, you know, if something comes to my mind or if a plan is made, like, oh, okay, such and such's birthday is in March. Let's take a trip in August. September, remember back to school, that's an expense. Like, you know, things like that. So things that I want to have at a glance for 2019, I have here. And then if you go to the back of the calendar, I have the same thing for 2020 here. So those were thoughtful pages, I thought, you know, for myself. Then we have the calendar. Now, the calendar isn't anything special. It's just a week on 2 pages grid. I do Monday through Sunday because I like my weekends together. If you don't mind, or if you inherently see a calendar as Sunday through Saturday, that's fine too. I just put mine together. As you can see, I started filling it out here, but I was like, you know what? Let's do it on camera. So I get paid twice a month, like I said, on the 15th, which is here, and the last business day of the preceding month. So it kind of dips in, well, it mostly dips into the next month. So today is December 1st, like I said. Got paid yesterday, November 30th. So this paycheck needs to last from the 30th to the 14th. The next check is from the 15th to the 30th. So if that makes sense. So I want to section these off so I know, okay, this check, these things are due. With this check, these things are due. It's kind of like you do anyway, probably, but I wanted to have a more visual feel to my budget, because I feel like even though it's kind of overwhelming, like, I'm not gonna lie, the shock value of just me writing down the amount of bills I had on this page alone was like, girl, maybe you don't need to do this because you are going to overwhelm yourself. But it's like, no, you kind of need this. You need to see where your money's going, how much you're spending, and just like the sheer shock value of, I spent $45 on coffee in the last 2 weeks at Dunkin' Donuts. You know, you can bring it back a little bit. So yeah, not gonna lie. So you probably do that anyway, but just to see where it's going will be really, really helpful. And then, well, like I said, I stuck this in here because I wasn't going to start until January, but this is January's calendar. And then after the month, I have note pages here. And here is where we're mainly going to be in my videos. We're going to be talking income and expenses on these pages. how much I'm putting in for sinking funds, what I'm divvying up for cash envelopes. I want to track my credit score. I want to make any notes of things that I can improve on for the next month we're going into. So we're going to be doing like a lot of things within these notes pages. They're going to be really, really helpful. I prefer writing on dot grid or the square grid like this one. But if you prefer lined or blank paper, you can do that as well. If you want to make your own budget planner with me, go right ahead. I'm thinking I might put these for sale, probably as a download, since we're, you know, at the end of 2018 already, but I don't know yet. We'll see. If there's enough demand for them, I'll definitely put them up and sell them in my shop. But I have them in here until December 2019. So we're just going to go through the motions, and then I have a column here for notes where we can just jot down like, oh, don't forget this, don't forget that, you know, like one-off things that may come up or important dates and such. Then in the third tab we have trackers, and I know these dividers don't match worth nothing, but I was just playing around with papers and see how they printed, like the quality that I was printing out on my printer. Pretty good, huh? Yeah. So I just tossed them in there. It's fine. For trackers, I'm gonna have 2 types of trackers right now, maybe 3. So right now I have debt repayment trackers in here, and I want to have a credit score tracker. My debt repayment trackers are only going to be for my credit card and no, just for my credit. I was thinking something else. It's only going to be for my credit card bills right now, because my other 2 debts, like I said, my car and my student loans, the interest on those compounds daily. So it's going to be kind of hard to keep up with. So I'm not even going to try to chase that around. And we're just going to keep it the way it is. So I want to track my credit card balance on here. So I have just a simple tracker, like who I'm paying, which is, I have a Capital One and an American Express. The payoff goal, like what date I want to be done, my account number, starting balance. Then we have date, plus or minus, you know, whether you paid or you spent money that day. The amount and the balance, and notes like what it was for, or your confirmation number if and when you paid it online. So yeah, I want to keep track of that so I can see my balance diminish before my eyes. And like, I'm the type of person, if I see something happening, I want to be like, go. Like if I see myself getting closer to the finish line, I'm going to keep going. Whereas I may or may not check the app, and I probably will just swipe my card. You know what I mean? So I could have like been paying really good, and I could be down to like $100. But if I see something I want or need, I'll swipe it, and I'll kind of take 3 steps back. So I think if seeing it will definitely help me stay on track. And again, accountability with uploading to my channel. And oh, I also want to do a password tracker, because Lord knows I forget every single password every time. Like if it's not for my thumbprint on my iPhone, I don't know how I would remember any passwords. I get locked out all the time. So I want to put that back there for like my bill payment, my online bill pay passwords, you know, things like that. So that's going to be back there, but that's going to be confidential, of course. And then we have a notes tab, which again, just a random divider, which is pretty cute, right? I like it. It's kind of like a psychedelic festival type print. And back here we just have notes. So like I said, I was going to start in January, so I made some notes like, okay, we're going to go to the bank this day, gonna upload the envelope stuffing this day, do a bonus video here, part 2, what I spent, like I was in it. But I'm like, you know what, scratch that, we're starting December 1st, we're gonna be all in. So yeah, guys, and then I just have a few notes pages back here, and then the cover closes like that, and it's just plain on the back. So super helpful, but it's also super tailored for my life. That's why I didn't think that anyone would want it, you know, because everyone is so different, and I wouldn't be able to take everyone's custom order, you know, if things started to pick up. So I didn't want to overpromise and underdeliver in that effect. But you know, if you guys are interested, I can definitely put them up like as is, as a printable. Just let me know. So So yeah, guys, I think that that's it. We talked about, you know, who I am, what I'm doing here. We're going to get through this with cash. We're going to stop being so swipe happy with everything. Well, at least me. If you want to live your life vicariously through me and you want to continue to be swipe happy, that's fine. But over here, as far as me and mine, we're gonna use cash to get ahead, because there should be no reason why we're living paycheck to paycheck, but we're working every day. You know what I mean? So we should have some financial freedom, and I really want to take those steps in 2019. So thank you so much for watching. Like I said, the following video you're gonna see is gonna be a budget with me. We're gonna go through my budget, the bills that I have to pay, my sinking fund categories, and my cash envelope categories. The video after that, we're gonna be actually stuffing the cash envelope, because I went to the bank this morning. I got my envelope here. You can see I got my envelope here with all my money, so we can start funding right away. Like I said, we're not going to waste any time with this. So if you guys are interested, if you guys have any questions, all my contact info is down below. I'll be reading the comments on my Instagram. You can email me, anything like that. So yeah, let's get shaking. Mama's got a budget. Hey, Mama's got a budget. And yeah, that was my little break dance. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.